What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shonen Speak Easy. I'm your host, Call Me OQ,
And so Big Chill, aka Landon, you know what it is.
Mura, what's up, yo?
and we have a lot to go through today. But first off, we want to say if you aren't following us on any other platforms, make sure to follow us on Apple Podcast. We have our YouTube channel up where we also upload shorter form content as well. And also check us out on, our individual socials if you want to chat with us or send any ideas our way. So, first topic is somebody I don't care about. I just don't
What a
like.
way, what a way to open up the segment.
Hey, you start out. You gotta sandwich it. You negative. Wait, no. Yeah, it's supposed to be positive, then negative in the middle. Then you sandwich it with more good. But it's okay. We're gonna reverse sandwich this. We're gonna. I don't know. Cannoli it. TK has been convicted of murder all over again, and we'll just take a quick listen from Hot New Hip Hop. See what they had to say about it. The biggest highlight and fuck up of his career all at the same time.
just looking at all, just looking at all these clips, man. Like it reminds me of something I say all the time. Like whenever I pray, I tell God, I'd be like, God, please don't let no YN or anybody, young period, take me out, man, because I'm gonna be pissed.
Hey, I just call it the crash out generation because I don't want any young knucklehead to be associated with niggas all the time.
That's
But
true.
yeah, I don't want nobody from a crash out generation to hurt me. But I also pray that I never do anything even remotely as stupid as this. Because when your ex is like, nah, lock that motherfucker up, you've really messed up.
Yeah.
Like, there's no going back for you. No free promo over here. We're already a smaller channel. Come to think about it, this video got like 620 views and they got over 800,000 subscribers. Good God, y'all are suffering over there, ain't you?
Yeah, it ain't what it used to be.
But yeah, apparently he
Be
wasn't the
honest.
person. He wasn't the person that actually killed Mark Anthony Saldivar. But I'll be 100% honest. There was a related story of him being in Denton while we were in college. Landon.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. Okay. So, Claude, go ahead and say what you have, and then I'll tell the short story of
Oh, I
his.
couldn't hear the video,
Oh,
but
good God.
but but I do know about TK, and yeah, that motherfucker needs to be locked up. That's all there is to it.
Hey,
Be real with it.
his family also has like a history of gang related activity too. So like the conditioning and how he got to this point is kind of how I feel bad for him, but also it's like you still did this
Yeah,
shit, so I don't feel bad for
You
you.
should still know right from wrong, regardless of like what you're associated with and stuff like that. Like whenever it comes to like killing people, like it's pretty obvious. Don't fucking do it.
Exactly. Trust me, I'm 100% with you. And that leads to the short story about Tay-K in Denton, Texas. So back when we were in college, there was a story of I believe it was either Halloween or New Year's. There was a murder on one of those nights, and it was a girl who unfortunately lost her life because she refused to basically give her number and sleep with this guy. This guy was an ex-military. I believe he had a dishonorable discharge. He was really young. He's like 20 years old. They talked to each other outside the party. She wasn't really feeling him. He gets upset about it. He draws weapon out of his car, shoots at the car. He kills her. In the back seat of that car was Tay-K.
Of course.
Tay-K was already an accessory to another murder, and it just so happened to be right in our stomping grounds.
Which is insane to think about.
Yeah. So Tay-K has had an impact on my own college experience, and I would say, unfortunately, and I guess fortunately in a way, I don't know who the victim was. I didn't know the victim, but the impact was felt. They actually tightened up campus security. It was like kind of subtle, and also the surrounding areas of Denton picked up on police presence, and also it got really racist. Like really, really, really racist on the news coverage of that, and it was rough. But you know, we don't fuck with racists or murderers, so good thing we left.
Agree.
Uh,
Because, man, oh, hell no. Like, I mean, Den has obviously a strong past when it comes to that type of stuff. So, with that happening or whatever, definitely wasn't a good look.
yeah, it definitely wasn't. So to move on to something that, you know, it's somebody definitely taking shots, but not necessarily. Nobody is dying from it. We gotta cover Drake again, and I know it's sad, but I can't help myself sometimes. At least it's not. At least it's not Ashton Hall this week. But
That's true. Even though
if
I did have
anybody,
a clip.
true, I trust me. I already knew you had one. I had one too. But from the some simp songs for you, or excuse me, some sexy songs for you by Party Next Door and
Nah, you
Drake.
had it right the first time.
If anybody remembers the song "Give Me a Hug," in verse 2, there's a line. It says, "Savage, you the only nigga checking on me when we really in some shit, brother. Melissa Ford, you a legend from the 6. Hate to see you with a dick sucker." So, what did that lead to, you may ask? Did Joe Budden hop on the mic and diss him again after he destroyed him years ago with Wake and all the other diss tracks he had? I remember Wake because I actually listened to that one the most. But no, what actually happened is the team of Joe Budden stepped in, and his trolling backfired. So I'll play a little bit of video. Actually, you don't even need the audio. But this is a conversation between Joe Budden's team and Joe talking about how Drake was selling Nokia merch and he's selling Melissa Ford merch. So there's this hoodie. It has like it's really good looking picture of Melissa Ford on the hoodie from her video Vixen days. And one thing that they discovered was the domain name for the actual merch. I believe it was a jab. It was a subtle jab at Joe Budden, but this was like a midnight drop. So one of the people that actually is a fairly decent fan of Drake saw that the domain name had not been purchased. They basically took some of the podcast funds and they bought said domain and rerouted that domain away from the merch to Joe Budden's Patreon.
Petty,
So,
petty, petty.
and the associated domain names with that have also been bought up. So they actually halted the sales of the merch and redirected all of those people to Joe Budden's Patreon. And of course, some people actually gave money to that because guess where Melissa Ford still works? Works for the Joe Budden podcast. There isn't much to expand upon on that. I just thought the shit was funny. Because it seems like everybody that beats with Drake is always a step ahead somehow.
I wonder why.
Should have did the race.
That shit kind of crazy though. Like, if you know that you're gonna do that ahead of time, like, why not be fully prepared months ago? Like, for the whole rollout and stuff like that, like, you should have everything lined up to where something like this, something so petty, can happen to you, and you look stupid because of it.
But we know why. Because it's just this whole thing is just a rollout for his next solo project. We've been calling this before. We've been calling this since he announced it. Nobody gives a shit about Party Next Door. And when we said it, we sounded like evil people. And I know that to some people we just sounded like haters, but deep down, even Drake doesn't care about Party Next Door. Why is the first single to get a music video the one song that doesn't have P&D on there at all? It mentions his name once. Party Next Door is not on that song. So yeah, this is just a huge rollout for Drake. And Party Next Door isn't even the music video. So that just made it even worse.
Nigga made a cameo on his own album. That's crazy.
But yeah, that's it for that topic. Like I said, I didn't have anything really. I just wanted to throw that in there because I thought that shit was hilarious. All right, next. On the other side, you know, the person that doesn't constantly fail when they do things is good old Kendrick Lamar and SZA. The video is out, y'all. The Luther video is now available to everyone. I'm gonna just play the video in the background and turn the audio off because it's a 5-minute video, and I don't want to do a live reaction because we already watched it. Mm-hmm. Just to be real. But what did everybody think of the music video? Yeah, I'll move forward to it later. But I'll start with you, Big Chill. What were your thoughts on the music video?
Thought it was pretty good, especially for the fact that this is the hit right now off of GNX. So for you to come out with a video for it, and the way that it's directed, the choreography and stuff like that, and the visuals all come together. Like, I know some people will probably be like, "No, I mean, not that much really happened and stuff like that." But I'm like, visually, okay, I got thrown off because of that scene right there. But
yeah,
visually, amazing. like I was saying, visually stunning in some aspects, and there go one aspect right there. So
that's the scene.
Indeed, it is. Mira, what's your thoughts on it? Even though I kind of know where this is going.
But I also
my thoughts on it, because I'm sorry, I got distracted by
it. Gotta focus, man. Focus.
Oh, y'all are funny.
I mean, you're the one who decided to play this video.
Yeah. I mean, content, man. Content.
All content. All content.
Why couldn't I be an extra, damn it?
Yeah, we didn't. I interrupted Landon. He was trying to actually make a point.
Oh, nah. I mean, like, I just like the elements of, obviously, Luther Vandross, and the fact that they played, the song a lot more in this video instead of just, vibing out like they could have or whatever. But I mean, it's a lot. I mean, like, a lot of scenes in this video or whatever is very relatable because I've been in this situation a few times myself. So, like that's why I say I like the scenes in the video, because like the way that Kendrick, like his vibe and stuff like that, or the way that he's looking. Oh, I've been there, buddy.
Yeah, this feels a lot more relatable, bro. They ain't got like they just had some like nice architecture. Like they just look like a museum or something. Which one? wherever they shot this at. Pretty cool spot.
And
I believe it's downtown LA.
I'll be damned if I
Yeah.
get up that high though. Cause heights, hell no, fuck that. That elevator too, nope, I'm good.
What? No to the elevator? That was
Fuck
crazy.
no.
Damn.
Like if it was covered,
No,
I'll
I'm
probably
with you,
alright.
bro. I'm with you. I don't like heights either. I just don't do it though. I
Can't
just be
do it.
shaking.
That shit right there, man. I'll be like, this will be my legs, man. Like
This,
Like it's kicking in, and be like, why the fuck am I so high up?
bro, I'm
nah,
telling you, I would not be able to move an inch.
the funny
They
thing
were-
is, since I'm the shortest person in the group, it kind of makes sense that I'm the one that's absolutely least worried about the heights.
I'm man, hey. Mm-mm. Can't do it.
Yeah, no, this video is kind of. I like the vibe. I like that it's chill. I like the setting. I like the sample being played through. There's nothing really bad about it. I would say it feels relatable. It makes me think. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings because there's just scenes in here that just seem like I've been in them versus a lot of music videos where obviously I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not in a Rick Ross music video. I don't live in that music video.
First of all, Rick Ross videos are just multiple commercials put into one. Like, let's be real. You got Luke Belair, you got Nike, you got Buffalo. No, not Buffalo Wild Wings. My bad. I mean,
Wingstop.
Wingstop.
Lemon peppers.
You got Cartier glasses. Like everything in there is just like status brands.
I mean, it matches with his style though. I mean, he's known for luxury raps, so I mean, it matches with what he's doing.
That's true.
I don't live that life though. This I live. This is people in relationships trying to figure shit out. I get that, but I like this video a lot. I don't know. I'm also over the flashy, over the top videos. I did like the Drake music video because he did have
baby girl.
You know, baby girls. And of course, that's nice to look at. I didn't feel anything watching it. It was just nice to look at. And in this video, I mean, except for that one scene, I was like, okay, I'm looking. I see Scissors ass. Outside of that one scene, it was not about that. It was about actual things. So I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
To bring this back around, so the moment that this came out, I literally got the notification the moment it dropped, and I gave my phone to Dalen and let her watch the video first. And when she finished watching it, she was like, I think it's pretty good. She was like, I'm pretty sure there's some deep meaning that my brain is not willing to comprehend right now, but it's a pretty solid video. I like it. And then I watched it, and the only word that I really have to describe the experience is intimate. Like watching the video, I almost felt like I was interrupting something.
Yeah, especially on the elevator.
Yeah. Like the way that they look each other and interact with each other. I really like how mindful and respectful of women this video is, and how it's like the opposite of a lot of rap and R&B songs. Like it's just the highlight isn't either person, which is weird because usually when somebody makes a music video, like they are the highlight because they are the performer, they're promoting the song.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in this video, the lady isn't the woman in the video isn't the subject of the video. Kendrick isn't the subject of the video. I mean, SZA has an outstanding entrance, but she also isn't the subject of the video either. You know, like she has her moment when it flips to color, then it kind of does that. But also when it flips to color, most of the intimate moments take a break, and then they come back after they go to black and white again.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really cool. Like, I really like film in that way. Not enough to start studying it, but from what I consume, I just thought it was a pretty dope video. And I, along with everybody else, love the fact that If This World Was Mine actually played throughout the video. The only thing that kind of sucks, though, is I don't know how that will aid the replayability of the video.
That's true.
because it breaks up the song. You know, some people want to just turn on, you know,
Most
go.
Kendrick shit ever too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, a lot of his music videos usually have a lot of interruptions. I mean, look at These Walls, for instance. Like,
Yeah.
like
And
that
that's what's
particular
true.
song. That particular song has so many like intermissions and stuff like that, but such a goated song,
It
such a
is
great song.
such a great song and video.
I
Yeah,
don't think Kendrick needs more replayability. I like the cuts because if you really want to listen to it, no cuts, just go.
Yeah, which I get because that's 50% of the consumption. You know, on the consumption of music internet wise. But I was just thinking, like, as far as there's places and people that like just put on music videos and let them roll. Like, I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
That's
I
the
do too.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's the kind of the downside. But it's like, well, you got Not Like Us for that because there's no interruptions with Not Like Us at all outside of the
Yeah,
very opening. But everybody has intros at this point, unless they're like one of those people that got like a 2-minute song and they just want it to be played back over and over again. But anyway, very
I
much.
truly, yeah, I feel like I like my music videos. Do y'all watch music videos with people, or do y'all just put it on playlists? I feel like whenever I put on music videos, I'm solo listening, so I'm not like trying to entertain the crowd.
I
I
still,
think it all depends.
yeah, I still put them on when I'm with people on occasion because either it's a better way to introduce someone to an artist. I think is to give them the whole perspective, visual and audio. I also just like whenever like there's a kind of like a kickback party and you have the music videos going. Sometimes that dictates how you're supposed to respond. Like if I remember I played people Isaiah Rashad, and that was like that's the song that has that dope Dochi verse on there.
Oh yeah,
And
dang, what's the name of
uh,
that song?
was it When You
I
Said What
don't
You
know.
Said?
Yeah,
I think it's it. What
yeah,
You
yeah,
Said.
yeah.
Title
So
had the best music video playlist for kickbacks. In fact, I was
no,
the only one who cared about that shit.
nah, nah, I don't. I like it, but like I don't. Of course, I don't really host anything now, so I don't get to use it as much. But I do like when I can because it's a cool way to introduce people to new artists, and then
Yeah.
they mix in their familiarity. Because a lot of times when it's just music playing, people will literally turn their brain off on people that they don't already know, and that's the thing I
Oh
don't
yeah.
like. Because I listen to a lot of people that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely
I
me.
always try to cultivate a list for, unfortunately, the casuals, as they say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's me, baby. Let's go.
uh, Landon lived with me when I used to host parties on weekends, so
Yeah,
he understands.
yeah. Didn't bother me one bit.
Yeah, that was the pain though. It's just like people want to hear "Throw That Ass in the Circle" 5 times in a row. You play one brand new ass shaking song, they just be like, "Bro, what the fuck is this?" I'm like, "See, this is why you need music videos. Because if you play it and girls recognize there's a bunch of girls throwing ass in the way that they like, they'll just start throwing ass, and then guys are gonna immediately cling on to that because
Like,
they want to,
yeah,
yeah,
thank
they want to be where the wild things are."
you.
I was basic as hell. I just played whatever was popping on the radio. So, yeah.
It's
That
a
time was probably like a lot of Big Sean. There's a lot.
Yeah,
It's funny you
he,
said shaking ass. That ass song got played a lot.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, my goodness,
Basic.
it was killing it.
And all it took was for them to get it liquored up just a little bit, and after that, I was like, "Hey, wait a minute, you fine and all, but goddamn, man, that alcohol coming out your pores and shit."
Yeah, that's not pleasant. And speaking of things that's not pleasant, let's see what KTLA's reaction to the music video was.
Mm.
Niggers?
Oh.
What? So, KTLA made a fool of themselves yesterday with just a single tweet. And the fact that they got hearted 6 times and then retweeted 10 times, I question Twitter all the time. And
Hey,
I don't use it anymore. I just screenshot content from there, from basically from threads. And
Twitter is as bad as it can get now, and no, the fuck, we're not calling it
Yeah.
fucking X.
yeah, it's definitely Twitter. It's never been X. But yeah, I just thought when you sent me this and then Film the Police LA was like quotation mark technical error. I'm just like, I get my. Who do y'all be hiring to do y'all social media? Only an idiot messes this up because you tried to do you were adding language filters to your social media account. No, you weren't adding language. Whatever.
So what the hell were they trying to
You
say? Were they trying to say naggers? Were they trying to
nah.
say some type of version?
No,
No.
they wanted that, but they wanted to add it to words of tweets to omit. That way they don't see them on their timeline, so they
Oh,
don't see any
brother.
racist content. But instead of like, just do the usual. Just put like boot lip, N word, monkey, savage, thug, ghetto. You can put those things on there. Trust me. Anybody that's saying those in their tweets, you're not gonna see this word either.
Yeah.
There's just a way to do it, and then also on top of that, pay for the version where you can delete tweets because this should have never happened. Like who?
Agreed. But depending on how quickly they deleted it, of course, people like I could get a screenshot, and it doesn't
Yep,
matter if you delete it or not.
that's true.
That's true.
But it's just so weird. It's just like who? I
Some
really be wondering. Yeah,
who?
somebody got reprimanded hard. Granted, it's only the worst part is I don't know how many people follow Film the Police LA, but it's like, well, now that thing has second life because of Film the Police LA. It has, and then the thing is, you know what's weird? Look at the time of both of these. N word said 4 minutes ago. 7 hours was when they experienced a technical error while adding language filters to our social media accounts, resulting in an offensive word being accidentally shared. I'm guessing he shared the screenshot, but they put the technical error from 7 hours before that. But I'm just like, you just gonna have to
Some
keep.
junior
They're gonna
a filter at the end of his work.
exactly, and it's like somebody picked it up. You sent out the apology later on that day, and somebody reposted it and was like, "Yeah, man, technical error, my ass." And now you have to go The crazy part is they have to like reverse image search, and everywhere they see that on Twitter, they have to try to either get that expunged or they have to put those same community notes, which is not going to help them. And I know they're not going to do that because they weren't smart enough to not put the N word on the tweet in the first place.
That's not the wrong word. This is bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll be old
given the
news a
way
week.
that society is now, I mean, like you just pointed out, the fact that it got 10 retweets and 6 favorites or whatever, that just shows you the direction that society is going currently. So,
Yeah, and sadly, it only gets worse because there's a game that came out, and before I say anything, let's let the leader in gaming commentary, Asmongold, tell you.
Shit. Which is gonna work for me.
I'm still wondering why you can't hear anything. I'll turn on the closed caption.
Thank you.
I love the nopes where you kidnap women and nope them. But I'll let this continue. Now that was the whole breakdown of No Mercy. It's pretty short. If you didn't hear it or you couldn't hear anything, just to break it down, it is a game that promotes blackmail, sexual assault, and the molestation of rape of women. Only women victims in this game. It also promotes incest, and we know that there are games in this world that are meant only for adults. And we also know there are games that have a lot of graphic elements to them. Just thinking about games like Doom, where you can rip an alien or demon's head off, or Mortal Kombat and their fatalities, or getting an escort in Grand Theft Auto. And I really want people, when they think about this game, is to think about one of the biggest elements of the game is there is reward for these actions. And that is the big difference maker between every single person that's trying to make this false equivalency of, well, get rid of Game of Thrones, then get rid of Grand Theft Auto. You only win the game based off of what you do to these women. There's no, and literally it's called no mercy. So if you show mercy to these women, you can't win the game. And guess what you do? You play to win the game. So anyone that wants to make an argument that this game should still exist because it's not promoting anything, it's a fantasy. Which the thing is, if it is a fantasy, that still is grounds to remove the game because it does not show or highlight the dark effects that it has on the women or the victims of these crimes. And that is what also takes it away from just being a game. Like in Hotline Miami, you run through games at blazing speed, you kill people pretty much in every room, every aspect of the game. But one of the biggest things about the game is it tells you that this is not only a fantasy place, but it puts you in the perspective of someone that is not supposed to enjoy the violence that they are enduring. And then in the second game of Hotline Miami, it has the people that are the fanatics who actually enjoy this violence. And then when they're actually met with the match of people who are truly violent in the world, it backfires on them, and then they in turn become the true victims. Those are games that have these elements and they don't reward you for it. Even in Grand Theft Auto, you can get it when you get an escort, or when you run somebody over with your car, or when you shoot down an airplane or helicopter with a
You
bazooka.
get fucking stars.
Every time. So to put this argument together is terrible. And no, I don't care that people are like, well, it's great marketing for them because now the game's more popular than ever. It's off Steam. It's not fucking available. That's the point. Why were people trying so hard to get this removed? Because it's promoting rape. What else do you need? It's not training anybody to become a rapist. How the fuck do you know that? They in the military, they use video games to teach people how to not only work like drones but also help with their aim. So if you don't think video games can condition and train someone to commit actions, then you're just fucking dumb. But there are people that are continuing to defend this, and if you don't believe so, check this out. It gets inundated with people that want to change shit up. You mean the same people that make just about every other game popular, but they do those within the confines of not actually making women sexual victims of crimes? Like, I just don't understand. There's people in real life that are defending this. This man made an 18-minute video going hard for a game that not only, let me repeat this, that promotes sexual assault, blackmail, gang rape, and incest. Also, incestuous rape in the same game.
And you want to compare that to like Grand Theft Auto and stuff. Like when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, I don't remember any type of scene where they're having something as graphic as No Mercy. Like when it comes to stealing cars and all the other different crimes that they do in that game. First off, who the hell in their right mind? And I stress that very very much. Right mind. Who wants to play a game where you're sexually assaulting women? Like I don't understand the concept. I don't understand the want to play that game. And for those who were you know having this outrage about it being pulled, we need to check your hard drive. We need to check your history and stuff like that because obviously something's going on in your mind that we need to know about.
Exactly. And the thing that really gets me here is that it's not like I really want people to put this in the correct perspective because even when they brought up Game of Thrones, I was like, what part of sexual assault in Game of Thrones was glorified? Even the way that it's shot, especially with film, like somebody said, if we're gonna do this, then they should. Where was this stupid ass comment? They should block 50 Shades of Grey. I was like, 50 Shades of Grey is fucking consensual.
Yeah.
Is it a terrible movie? Absolutely.
Yes. It is awful.
It should be
Fucking terrible.
It should be taken out of every theater possible. But none of it deals with a non-consensual act being rewarded for doing it non-consensually. That is the point. There are plenty of movies that have been banned for even having similar themes. Like, what's that? Oh my god, I still can't remember the name of that movie. But there's a movie that was banned, and it was
Not to interrupt you, but I just hate that the fact that if there's anything that should be universally known as, oh, well, this is fucking terrible, we always have to have that person that plays devil advocate or whatever. I'm just like, why do we always have to have something, regardless of what it is? Oh, well, freedom of speech, or well, when it comes to this and that, you shouldn't take it, so literally and stuff like that. Like, why is it always someone having to be a white knight to always like combat something else? Like, this should be universal. This type of game should not be made. Like,
exactly.
I don't see I don't see the fun in this. Like, I can't see myself going online and be like, oh yeah, No Mercy, yeah, sure, yeah, let me play that for hours.
Exactly. And then, like, the movie I was thinking about was a Serbian film.
Yeah, that I never saw that. I read someone told me that the description of that, and I was like, yeah, that definitely should have never been made.
You want to know what's even worse though? That's not even close to being the worst one to exist. There is a movie that is completely banned, and it's truly just about a woman going out at night and she gets sexually assaulted, and they have the way that it's shot is so disturbing. Just the description alone will bring most people to tears. But I saw a censored clip and I turned it off. like almost fully censored. Like screen goes blurred, you can't see anything. No way in hell. So to think that content like that has been created and the person that made it shot it from the perspective of the woman to show the weight and heaviness of rape, not to promote it, and that still was banned. So now you're rewarding people with that same perspective. Literally, just like, look at the shot from the game. You don't even have to play it to understand that this is terrible.
Yeah, like that screenshot is fucking terrible, bro.
But you got people over here like Philip Chan, who's getting his big day. He gets 41,000 views in 5 days. He only has 1.8 thousand subscribers. But he goes to die on this hill for 18 minutes.
And that's the thing. That's another thing about society. Like the fact that, obviously, it's a smaller channel and stuff like that. But people feel like they have to be so outrageous to, go viral, but this is not something you want to go viral for. Like,
And
obviously some people want to just go viral and make all the money that they can, 15 minutes of fame and stuff like that. But do you really want to have your 15 minutes of fame defending a rape game? Really?
oh, well, this
Yeah.
explains everything. Homeboy got Yasuke Simulator, and he has Trump Simulator 2025 in his
Oh my
library.
goodness, man.
But of course, he doesn't play woke games, so he's gonna play the first Berserker Kazan. He's gonna play No Mercy. He bought the game. He bought the game in the video. That's crazy. That's crazy. Check his hard drive. I mean, at least he has party animals. Well, you know what? I can't even take that into perspective now. He may be onto some weird shit with that too. He has the RoboCop game. Yeah, this man here, he already has Super Seducer and Super Seducer 2. This motherfucker is nasty.
Nigga's a goon. Super goon.
I can't say this is a sick Negro, even though that makes me laugh every time I see that clip.
This is a sick Negro.
This is a sick Asian. And then he's got all the near games. Yeah, this dude's lonely. He needs to touch grass. Serious, like he needs to touch he needs to touch ass or grass. One of the two. There's
Both.
no one. And then look at his
Put some
recommended.
ass on some grass consensually.
Hello Love 18. Hello Love 18 again is in his recommendation feed.
Oh my goodness.
5 Hearts Under One Roof is in his recommendation feed. Bro, you're a fucking loser. Thank you for giving us this content because boy oh boy. This describes the people that support this game.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like I said earlier, the people that are playing this game are people who can't get women on the outside, the actual outside. So they got to do this virtually. And the fact that you can't even get them, virtually with consent, that's an even bigger issue.
Fucking idiot. Fuck you, Philip. I hope you see this.
I mean, this is honestly, there's not much to say. It is a true. Someone said it's a visual novel, so it makes it fun. Like,
no, that's honestly what makes it worse is because with it being a visual novel, your choice to not participate doesn't exist. And you know what? As a matter of fact, thank you for driving my point home. Because that's the biggest issue with it being a visual novel. There is no alternative. There is no saving these women. There's no helping these women. You have to go through with these crimes. You have to go through with the incest. That's sick.
It doesn't say no mercy or walk away.
Exactly. It doesn't say no. It doesn't say no mercy for criminals. But yeah, that's man. I could probably talk about this all day, so I'm not going to. And once again, fuck you, Philip, and fuck you, Asmongold, because you breed people like this.
Yeah,
you've never touched a woman in your life, but somehow you still breed motherfuckers. I don't understand.
You saw like Asmongold. He's like a Kanye. He's like, damn, that dude used to just play World of Warcraft and be kind of funny. No, he's kind of a right wing nut.
The way that he keeps his room tells me everything I need to know about him.
And that's even after he cleaned it.
Yeah. I don't need to see anything else.
Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe it's just, I mean, yeah, it's truly just degeneracy.
They can both eat a dick because they never gonna eat no coochie, so they can both eat a dick. Fuck you both. Let me close that tab before I get pissed all over again. In other news, just something funny I wanted to share. Biba the Diva had something stupid as fuck to say. So, on SNL, Lizzo performed. Everybody knows I've been a big fan of Lizzo for quite some time. Didn't matter what phase she was in. If she was in the bigger phase or right now.
Agreed.
I love me some Lizzo. But she wore a hat. I mean, her dancers were wearing a hat, but she was wearing a shirt that says Tariffied. But of course it's spelled tariff. Play on words there. I like it. Little lyrical flips. And Biba the Diva said, wearing this shirt on SNL and then not immediately having it available on your website is a textbook example of how artists sometimes drop the ball. And 35mm Poppy, I actually need to send him this podcast episode because I follow him on Threads. He's not like a very popular guy, but this man also, he always has like some repost that's just like a goddamn gem. And the one that he dropped today was, I want to free y'all from the clutches of capitalism. Because my God, is this not the most ironic and stupid ass thing that Be With the Diva could say? Maybe the shirt isn't for sale because the production of the shirt and the sale of the shirt would probably defeat the message. And also that product would be tariffed. You dumbass. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little bit of clout that you got because you gave 35mm Poppy way more. But this kind of falls into a conversation that I wanted to have with my in-laws, but it wasn't the time. I got a clip about, basically how Black communities were even thrive. They were built to thrive even during the times of segregation and slavery and the things that they accomplished and how many have become landowners and millionaires. And my simple response to the whole thing initially was, you can't out capitalism racism, and you can't. It's, if anybody wants to argue that, it is statistically proven. You cannot out capitalism racism. It never works. Racism will still be greater and still have a bigger impact on a much larger part of the community. But also, even excluding racism in this aspect, you can just say the clutches of capitalism really has y'all in a bind. Like, there's something weird about people that just are dying to spend money or dying to like force people to make money, especially when there is a greater message at hand. So I just wanted to bring that up and see what y'all thought about it.
Yeah, when it comes to
Damn.
like
I just thought the shit was funny as hell.
I still think it's funny. I still think her comment is dumb as fuck. But
yeah,
on top of that, it leads into something a little bit more serious.
yeah, and that like that's my thing. Like the fact that she's obviously making a statement with the shirt and stuff like that, and of course you're gonna have people upset, and then you're gonna also have people want to purchase the shirt and stuff like that. But it just shows you how sometimes you know people can just think very shallow when it comes to like certain stuff like that. Like obviously I agree with her statement, but I don't need no damn shirt.
Yeah.
Like like the message is good enough. Like that's not something I would ever see myself rocking or anything like that. But when it comes to like talking about it, for sure, I'll speak up about it. But I don't see no need or want for a shirt. But I know that's just my opinion. Obviously, other people would probably love to buy it or whatever. But when it comes to the era society that we're in right now, it's basically kind of stupid to say something like that.
I think side hustle culture is just heavily. You said maybe American community.
Oh yeah.
It's secret, and it leads to this idea of everything has to be monetized. And it's kind of like this, and yeah, I mean, I think sometimes you don't have to look at everything as a. I'm not gonna say reward. It's not reward. This is just some big opportunity. I mean,
Yeah.
tell you what, boy oh boy, every time this shit happens, someone who's either when Elon said stuff at Doge, someone said that someone made $100,000 selling anti-Elon stickers for cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone then in reverse made an immediate drop shipped sticker that was just the opposite. And
Exactly.
but you see articles like the fact that I know that it's like it's published.
And I don't knock, side hustles and stuff like that, but I mean, when it comes to something, like this or whatever, like the fact that our country is already divided as is and stuff, and the fact that you can make that much money off of something so trivial, like, eh,
Oh yeah, yeah. There is as we were saying earlier, what people go crazy for a bit of clout.
yeah, they do.
Same here. No, I just know somewhere in China, someone's happy. There's always some kind of crazy news. The
Right?
t-shirt factory be rolling. Step a shot be rolling. And you can't do that. That's do that. A couple people do that shirts. That's true. Also, sure you gotta start stamping on shirts. But
Nah, for real. I don't even do that. I got merch and I'm not doing my own shirts. F
yeah,
that. I wonder if the price of my merch gonna go up. Boy, I gotta look into some shit, don't I?
Yeah, man. Get your extra tariff money, bro.
Oh God, no! I would never do that. I'm already not making that much in sales. I definitely don't want to lose the little sales I'll be getting.
don't worry. You're gonna find some American worker who will they churn out some merch.
Nah, for real. I will eventually.
Hey,
But
just
yeah.
I said, just make a shirt that says "Call me not tariffed," and you good to go.
Oh man, call me
Oh,
Tariff Q.
EQ. Yeah, no. It as far as freedom the clutches of capitalism, it's a funny line. Also true. Sometimes people just gotta, like, man, sometimes you don't have to make a buck 24/7. Every time
Exactly.
I be watching a Caleb Hammer financial audit, it makes me think we really are social media has rotted us into thinking we need to buy everything.
Not only
It
And
that,
really is.
but why the hell would you just give an artist a free idea and like like I see so many tweets and just so many posts on social media where they be giving all these artists or all these owners out there free ideas, and when that idea comes out, they got nothing to show for it. Like, you don't get no royalties, you don't get any of that. I'm just like, why are you giving them free ideas like that, bro?
Also, the shirt is fairly basic. Not saying that it's not genius, but the shirt's fairly basic. Go on Canva and make this fucking shirt, girl, and go print it out yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you want it that bad, you giving $1 million, you're getting mad at a millionaire for not capitalizing to make more money when they're trying to actually spread a message. It would kill the message if she was selling the shirt.
doesn't
That's
kill the
the
message
point.
if you sell the shirt.
Yeah,
You never cared.
you never cared. So that's
But
cool. It's whatever.
yeah. That's because at the end of the day, always easy to talk shit from the sidelines. I mean, the Peter guy, whatever. It's always easy to say shit on the side
That's
and
true.
not do it. As you
Agreed.
said,
Absolutely.
you're right. You have to open up Canva, set up a drop ship, get the stuff. It takes maybe about 2 or 3 days work to get this shirt out if you wanted to slow roll it.
Yeah. And if you really just want the shirt yourself, you can find a shirt maker. Like,
Oh
if you
yeah.
just want one for yourself and you also don't want to capitalize on it, just find somebody to make shirts, yo. Like, this
It's
woman, I
just
think
text.
she's
It's not even a graphical image.
exactly. It's nothing
Yeah,
crazy
it's
about it.
not that hard. Not that hard to make. But hey, when it comes to supporting your artists, don't give them free ideas, man. If anything, tell them you got an idea, exchange information, and if they want to pay you for your stuff, then hey, get your buck that way. That's a side hustle that I can believe in.
There you go.
Caveat, which you have a struggling artist makes I don't know $2 a year. You can give him some idea.
I'm struggling artist.
Hey, well, there you go.
My tax return looks great because I've operated at a loss all year.
Man, don't get me started on taxes. I paid mine today. Lord have mercy.
Sir, you have a podcast. Why did you not write off this laptop?
Ah, damn, you're right.
I'm gonna help y'all one day, bro. Next year, I got y'all.
Damn, I
But
could have did
you.
that.
You got the laptop this year, though.
Yeah, I did.
That's a next year thing.
You're right.
You're right.
You're right. You're right. I'm going to put that as a note right now.
I did write off the mic that we bought you though. I'll tell you that right now.
Do what you gotta do.
I was like, hey, did we buy Landon the microphone?
Hey,
Typed it
do
in.
what you gotta do. If I can provide any type of tax relief, hey, do what you gotta do.
Oh, when Claude, you could have wrote off DreamCon last year.
Oh man, damn.
Yeah. You're on the podcast. You traveled. You had to stay somewhere. You
That
told at least
is-
one. I can guarantee you told at least one person you have a podcast. Don't answer. I don't want you to. Don't answer. Don't answer. You told at least one person you got a podcast.
The answer is yes. Nah, fuck it. The answer is yes. It's like,
Okay.
damn, bro.
Even
I was that
the
guy. I even met someone there. There's a business contact. I was like,
We are missing out on these deductions.
you really are. Even that mouse pad you brought me, that's been on stream. You can write that off. You have literally supported my stream.
Damn.
So yeah, next year we'll get y'all right. Don't worry about it. And that's how you help people that's how you help people capitalize on things without participating too heavily in capitalism. But
Take money from Uncle Sam. Do it.
Goddamn right.
Do it.
Not even taking money, getting your money
Taking
back.
Sure,
your
it's actually
money.
your money.
Yeah. He know you did
yeah.
half this stuff and he don't want to give you a dime. That's some bullshit.
Especially when I do the parlays and I do all of this. What the hell did you do, Uncle Sam? You didn't do a damn thing. You don't even know what game I even picked and shit.
Exactly.
Oh man, I saw
Asshole.
a clip of this guy. He didn't pay. This one couple on Caleb show didn't pay the IRS for like 13 years. Shit was wild. I'm not saying to do that because they eventually found out.
Of course, IRS don't play that, man.
Yeah, they found out he had a home. Yeah, that house was a lien on it. That ain't his home no more.
They do not play that, man. They will garnish your wages. They'll do whatever it takes. You gonna get them.
Yeah. I was
Goddamn.
surprised he was avoiding garnished wages by making less than 20K a year. They can't garnish your wages then.
Mm-hmm.
But then he had a home, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta sell the home, but I won't get any money back." And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, there's a lien on it." Because he owes the IRS about $300,000.
Good God.
Ouch.
Should have
Yeah.
donated. Should have donated that house to charity, bro, and stayed there as a tenant.
Yeah.
Oh, there's even more drama to it. He only owns half the house because his wife divorced him and left him for a homeless man from San Francisco.
Oh, damn, man. Tragic.
Yeah, they made all their money from like shooting porn and cam together. So
Oh,
was
it's that
awesome.
dude. Yeah.
So we can't make money no more either.
Solo content it is.